Am I the butthole for confronting my cheating partner in public? Hey Reddit, I need some advice, and I'm turning to you all because I feel torn. I'm a 28-year-old guy, and I've been in a relationship with Emma, who's 26, for almost 3 years. We've had our ups and downs, like most couples do, but I never imagined something like this would happen. Over the past few months, I started noticing a few unsettling things. Emma was constantly glued to her phone, she'd stay late at work more than usual, and whenever I'd ask her about it, she'd get defensive. You know how it is, you start questioning yourself, wondering if you're being paranoid, or if there's something genuinely off. I wanted to trust her, but the sinking feeling in my gut wouldn't go away. A few weeks back, my worst fears were confirmed. A friend of mine spotted Emma out at a restaurant with another guy. They weren't just talking or hanging out according to him. They were way too close to just be friends. When I confronted her about it later that night, she denied everything. She called me insecure and claimed I was overreacting. I didn't know what to believe, but something about her reaction just didn't sit right with me. Fast forward to a few days later, I did something I'm not proud of. One evening, she left her phone unlocked, and I couldn't resist the urge to check. Sure enough, there it was, the proof. She had been texting a guy named Brian, 32 years old. The messages between them weren't just friendly, they were flirty, explicit, and full of plans to meet up behind my back. Turns out, they'd been seeing each other for at least 2 months. I was devastated, furious, but instead of confronting her immediately, I decided to dig deeper, to make sure I had all the facts. I found out through mutual friends that she and Brian were planning to meet at a local cafe. I knew I couldn't let this go on any longer. I needed to confront her. So, on the day they were meeting, I went to the cafe, and there they were, sitting together in a corner, laughing, holding hands like nothing was wrong. My heart felt like it had been ripped out of my chest, but I was too angry to care. I walked right up to them. I didn't yell, I didn't cause a scene. I simply asked Emma, "How could you do this to me?" I told her that after 3 years together, this was how she chose to treat me. Brian just sat there, stunned. Emma, on the other hand, started crying. She begged me to talk in private, said I was humiliating her in front of everyone, but I couldn't care less at that moment. I told her that she'd already embarrassed me enough by cheating on me for months. After that, I walked out, leaving both of them sitting there in shock. Later that night, Emma sent me a barrage of texts, calling me in a hole for confronting her in public. She said I should have waited until we were alone and dealt with it privately. Now, I'll be honest, part of me feels guilty. Maybe I shouldn't have done it in front of everyone. Maybe it was harsh to confront her like that, but at the same time, she cheated on me. She lied to me for months, and when I finally caught her, I just couldn't keep it to myself. Some of my friends say I did the right thing, that I had every right to call her out then and there. Others say I should have handled it privately, away from prying eyes. So Reddit, am I the butthole for confronting her in public? Should I have waited and talked it out in private, or was I justified in exposing her when I did?